Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. I am your host, Echo Fang Grey Wolf. So, if you watched my last video about martial arts, you know I told y'all I was going to tell you about the story that I got jumped on my job. Alright, so I was working at Kegler's. It is not the biggest attraction for colored people, unless you work in the kitchen, which is where I worked. I've had a lot of stories coming out of Kegler's, especially when the guy kept calling me Chief. Alright, so we're not going to address that. We are going to address the time that I got jumped on my job. This is why I always tell you that you need to always watch your back and you need to know what works and what does not work in a fight. Alright? So, it's more my fault than anybody else's because I was showing off my skills. Which is another thing that you have to learn how to show off your skills effectively without being a show-off. Alright? I clearly showed my skills effectively, but I showed them and I was a show-off. So this guy that I made a friend with, I showed him some martial art moves, and he had friends. And he had no part of what was about to happen, and that was all cool and everything. So I had to go take the trash out. I dumped the trash at least twice a night at Kegler's. This happened to be my last night dumping the trash, or my last time of the night dumping the trash. So I dumped the trash when I first get there, and I dumped the trash within like maybe 4 or 5 hours later. Let's see, I went to work at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I always dumped it at like 11:30ish. So about 7 or 8 hours down the road. Anyway, so I'm between 16 and 17, possibly almost 18. Not really sure the exact year that it happened. But I know I was still there and I was still in high school. So I showed the guy the moves. And I went to go take the trash out. So 3 gentlemen and 2 girls was coming up. They were all white people. So I mean that with the utmost respect to anybody white watching this. These white cats, teenagers just like me, but ignorant to the fact. Their friend had told them that I knew martial arts. These idiots wanted to test him to see if I knew martial arts. They wanted to prove him wrong and that I was a sham, a scan artist, a sham artist. They thought that I was just somebody who was just doing moves and didn't know shit. Alright? That's pretty much how that boils down to. They thought I was a scam. So, one guy went to the right, and one guy came up to me, and he was talking bad shit. I mean, he literally was flying out the mouth. The only thing he didn't do was he didn't call me chief, and he didn't call me the N-word. But it was getting heated. I mean, he was talking mad shit. Remember I told you a guy went off to the right. Because there was a recycling can over here, the big green dumpster where you put the cardboard in. I was the blue dumpster where you put the trash in. So this asshole decides to come all the way around. I lowered my guard, listening to this asshole talking all this shit. So the guy grabbed me in a bear hug. And I'm going to say he either had this Gable grip or he clenched his hands. Because I don't remember that in exact detail. I do remember the fight because it wasn't much of a fight. So he ragdolled me. So he grabbed me and he's slinging me around like this. And the other guy was popping shit. Where's your kung fu at now, buddy? Where's your shit now? So with his momentum and me swinging this way, I did that. And when we did that, we both came off our feet and we landed on his back. We did a complete flip. Only damn is we didn't land on our feet. We landed on his back. And when we landed on his back, his grip came down. And I'm doing this. And then I backward rolled off of him. He was done from the slam. I think he couldn't breathe anymore, and me grinding my elbow into him and jabbing it wasn't helping him any. So I rolled up off of him, and he could barely get to his feet, and I said, okay, you jumped me from the back, I'm on my job, and now I'm going to give you the chance that you didn't give me. Get your ass up, let's do this shit. You want to fucking fight? You got it. We're going to do this shit. I'm going to fucking kill you. Nothing is going to stop me. And when I'm done with you, Mr. Mouth over here, I'm going to fuck your shit up. Now, his buddy had already said before the guy grabbed me, dude, I ain't know they was going to do that. I said, it doesn't matter. What's about to happen is, I'm going to fuck up your friends. You girlfriends here, your boyfriends aren't going to be much help for you when I'm done. I'm not going to touch you. But you're not going to have sex with them for quite some time. Because I'm going to fuck their shit up. Period. So, I went to go hit, and I don't know how she did it, because she wasn't that close to the fight. But his girlfriend, she had to be the first earthbound mutant, because she magically got between my face and his face. And I was ready to get right there in him. And I had already started the punch. I was in motion of throwing my punch to his face. I was going to end his shit. I had every intention on breaking every bone in his face with one hit, because that's how mad I was. And I started swinging. And I don't know how the fuck she did it, but she got between us. I said, look, darling, I don't hit girls. I need you to move your ass. Just move over that way. Just a second. And he's done. Yeah, he's literally, he's like this. He's just done. He's not going to be able to defend himself. At this point, I didn't give a fuck, because they attacked me. I was well within my rights to take his life, because that's what I was trained to do. By a Green Beret who worked there 2 years before that taught me what to do. I already knew martial arts. He made me more dangerous. So, as I tried to get her out of the way, the guy who had nothing to do was like, look, man, he kind of asked, oh, this is my calm. You don't see me smiling yet. I'm going to fuck him up. She's crying, tears flying everywhere. The other girl's like, I think you need to get out the way. I said, oh, don't worry, your boyfriend's next. So then my friend, who's their friend's like, look, dude, look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm really sorry. Just let him go. Just let him go. This shit will never happen again. I promise. I said, no. See, you innocent. The two girls are innocent. This ass fucker wanted to fight me. Where's all that shit at when you grabbed me from the back? So now that you up and we face to face, let's see what you got. He can't move. He can't even talk. He's fucked up. So the other guy's like, man, I'm sorry, man. We was seeing you was as tough as this dude was telling you. I said, oh no. I'm beyond tough. I'm pissed off. I'm mixed, and people have been fucking with me all my fucking life. And now y'all want to fuck with me at a redneck bar that I gotta fucking wash dishes at. First him, then you. Because y'all want to jump a motherfucker and shit on his job. Like I ain't never been jumped before. But since y'all want to jump a motherfucker, we gonna get this done. So the girl starts crying some more, and she started begging, and I was like, alright, take them and get them the fuck out of here. If y'all ever come near me again, I'm gonna fucking kill you as soon as I see you. You're not gonna be jumping me from the back. You're gonna be jumping on the dick of God, because that's where you're gonna wind up. They left. I never saw him again. Dude and I took 2 minutes to talk. I said, yeah, just go with your friends, man. It's all good. I'm not mad at you. I don't hold this shit against you. But you better tell your friends, they ever fuck with me again, I'm gonna kill their ass. Now that was the fun part. The worst part was having co-workers. Big, tall, white guy with red hair. His name was Chris. Hi, Chris, if you're still alive. Watch that whole shit unfold. He was trying to mac with these two blondes down the street while I was getting jumped. But somehow or another, he managed to see the whole incident. But he also didn't believe that I knew my shit either. Until that day. So, I'm coming back with the trash cans. He's like, dude, that was fucking awesome. That was the baddest shit I ever seen. When you flipped that dude, man. And he just went through the whole goddamn fight. And I'm like, dude, you watched? He's like, yeah, man, that shit was awesome. I said, you watched? He said, yeah, man, that shit was awesome. I said, if you watched, why you ain't come there and help me? It was 2-on-1. It's like, motherfucker, you ain't need my help. And he was like 6'2", 6'4", somewhere. He was really tall motherfucker. He's like, man, you a bad motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you no more. When they see this shit, if they see that shit, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you no more. Which was partially true. Nobody fuck with me anymore except for the guy that kept calling me Chief. But it was the principle of having a coworker sit there and watch that shit and do nothing. And say nothing but, dude, you're awesome, dude. Hi, Chris. I haven't forgotten. Love you too. Anyway, after that shit, then I was like, man, I don't want to work here no more. Because I never been jumped at my job before. So I called my mom, and she told me I couldn't quit my job because I had a car to pay for, and I'm in high school, and I need my car. About this time, I started running out of money, so I had to quit taking Taekwondo lessons. But everything that I use, I was never taught by my teacher who taught me Taekwondo. Was never taught that shit by him. I was taught that shit by years of fighting and by my Green Beret person who taught me how to fight while I was working at Kegler's on our break time. That being said, I'm going to leave his name off just so that he doesn't have any military issues because I also joined the military a few years back. So I don't need to get him in any trouble, and I'm not going to get myself in any more trouble. But you don't jump people on their job. You shouldn't jump people at all, but if you're going to jump them on their job, then you're really asking for it, and They got off scot-free. I had to work for another year there, but that's pretty much the story. I got jumped on my job. Shit won't cool. That being said, this is Company Havoc number 2. I am Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Be seeing you.